Hey guys, welcome back to Too Many Hobbies. Tonight I got 1 hour skirmish war games hitting the table once again because one of my favorite war rules. But tonight, a little bit of a change from World War II. We're going Warhammer 40K on the table. I want to see how it plays with this rule set. I adapted a few little rules, house rules of my own for this game. We're going to do, each guy gets a double shot. Each trooper, because of course they got bolt rifles and everything else, and it's the future, so the weapons are stronger. I also got Dreadnought here. He gets to fire 2 shots as well, but gets to fire 2 different weapons at the same target or 2 different targets if they want to. And then melee is going to be the same, and the thing goes the same here for the Necrons. Each of them get 2 shots. And I forget what the Techno Nancer or something like that. I forgot what the heck it was called. But that also gets 2 different shots on the same target or 2 different targets. And the same for the guys over there. But like I just said, we got the Space Marines here going against the Necrons. The whole point of this is to eliminate each other, see who's last on the battlefield longer, and also to try to get these objective markers right here in the center of the table. You got a 1 and a 2. And it's just to control the area. War-torn city here. As you can see, all the buildings are hard cover. And these barricades in the center there, we're going to give hard cover as our soft cover for those. And that's about it. So let's get into the first round and draw the first card. Alright, got you looking down on the battlefield here. Red deck is going to be the Necrons, and the black deck is going to be the Space Marines. Space Marines draw a Jack. Necrons draw a 2. So, Space Marines win the initiative for this first round. First card they draw is a King. So they have 13 actions. I think the first action I'm going to do actually is going to be this Space Marine here. I'm going to move up to this corner here. So he's got some partial cover there. And I think this Space Marine, I'm going to run up and around to this corner here. That's 2 actions. And I think right away I'm going to move my big heavy up and over here. And I think he's going to fire right from the start. Down at the Necrons there. So he's got the first weapon's going to draw. He gets to fire, draws 2 cards. It's a Jack and a 9. And we got a 6 and a 2. So right away he knocks this down. We're going to lay him down just like that. For now, he's temporarily out of the fight until we draw cards. His second weapon is going to fire at their commander there. It's a 2 and an ace. And they draw a 9. That's 3 actions with them so far. I think I'm going to come up to this other side here. We're just going to get the Space Marines moving up. There's 1 there. I think I'm going to have this guy move up to there. And I think I'm going to have this guy move up to there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 actions. And I'm going to have this guy, I think, move again. That's going to be 9. And then I'm going to move this guy for another 3. That's going to be 12. And I think this guy is going to fire down at the drone down there in the open. 2 shots, 10. And a king. Drone's in the open. Queen. So draws a high card, but they drew a king. So the drone goes down. And it's going to be now. It's going to go to the Necrons, and they get 1 single action. Oh, not good. 1 single action. This guy right here is going to jump up, and he's going to fire his weapon at this guy. 2 shots, an ace, and a 7, and they draw 1 card for defense because he's in an open. It's a 6, so this guy goes down. All right, we're gonna go back to the Marines here. They're gonna draw a card, and it's a 7, so they got 7 actions now. I think right away I'm going to have this guy shoot at that guy. It's a 4 and a queen. A 9. So he goes down. Boom. That's 1 action. And I think I'm going to have this guy hop right up over this wall. He's just going to stop on the other side. That's 2. I'm going to have this guy grab this objective. So that's 3. I'm going to remove the objectives right off the table so I know who they belong to. So they right away the Space Marines got 3. I'm going to have this Space Marine here shoot at this guy down there. It's a king and a queen. A 5. He's off on the side there. I'm going to give him soft cover, and a jack. He's going to knock him down. And then I'm going to have this move up to here. You can see the guy behind the building there. He's going to shoot twice. 1, 5, and an ace. A 7, so he's good. And that's going to be the Space Marines' turn. Now the Necrons have 12 actions. 12 actions. So I think right away we're going to have this guy move here. And then he's going to move again. So that's 4. And 3 more. He's going to go right into base con. Actually, I'm going to have him move over like this to there. He's going to take a Space Marine out. And then they're going to have a melee. So he gets 2 cards for melee, and it's a Joker. You got to be kidding me. So this guy's going to move back to here. Space Marine's going to move back to there. And the Space Marines have to pull a 1 or higher. They draw a 3, so their morale, they're good. And we're going to go off and check for guys that are down. And the first one for the Necrons there, it's a red. So this guy's out. The next big beast there is black. So he gets back up. The drone over there is good. And the next guy is good. They draw black cards. Black face cards. So this guy hops up back into the fight. He just rebooted. So did the drone. Or whatever the heck android that thing is. And We're going to go and draw cards to see who has initiative for this next round. Jack for the Necrons and a 5 for the Space Marines. And they draw 7. They draw 7 actions. He's going to go into melee with the Space Marine. 10 and a 10. And we got a 9. So right away, this Space Marine right here is out of the fight. Next action that I'm going to do, they got 6 more actions. Alright, I thought I'd bring you down a little bit of a different camera angle there. But this guy is going to move up, start moving this way. And then he's going to attack this Space Marine right here. He's got 2 shots, the Necron. It's an 8 and a 4. Space Marine draws a king. So he's alright. I think the next action we're going to do is have these 2 big fellas right here fight each other. Necron's going to shoot at the Dreadnought. And that's 2 shots. That's a 3 and a 9. Defense is a 2. So this big fella goes crashing down. Next action we're going to do is I'm going to have this fella jump up and around to the corner here. And he's going to go one more time for another 3. And that's the last action. He's going to shoot at this Space Marine right there on the table. Like I said, the Necron, I brought you in closer. As you can see, he's going to shoot at this Space Marine. We're going to draw cards right now. He's got 2 shots as well. An 8 and a king. And the Space Marine defense card is a 7. So this Space Marine goes right down. It's now going to be the Space Marine's turn. They're going to draw a card. And their card is a Jack for 11 actions. 11 actions for the Space Marines. Alright, got you in the middle of the battlefield now here. The Space Marine's got 11 actions. This Space Marine's going to shoot at this Necron. See if he can make some things happen. Because we got a few Space Marines knocked down. And he's going to draw a card to shoot. 2 cards. He draws an 8 and a 3. And they draw a 10. So that Necron just avoids being shot down. Alright, now this Space Marine here, as you see here, he's got a Necron right in his line of sight. For their second action, he draws a 9 and a 7. Necron for defense draws a Joker. What a lucky, lucky move right there. So now we're going to test for morale. The Necrons have 1 guy out, Space Marines 2. So the Necrons are going to draw a card. They draw a 4, they're fine. Space Marines draw a 3. They're okay. And now we're going to test for down troops. And the only one that we have down is a Space Marine sitting right there at the table. We're going to draw a card. Black. So that Space Marine is going to get up with no problem. We're going to go into round 3. We're going to draw a card to see who has initiative. King for the Necrons. And a 6 for the Space Marines. So the Necrons in round 3 wins the initiative again. And they get 2 actions. Alright, their first action. This guy is going to be in base contact. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to move him back. I want to take this guy. And he's going to grab the objective. So it's 3-3 right now. And then he's going to shoot. Draws a 6 and a queen. Space Marine draws an 8. So that Space Marine is down. That's 3 there and 3. I'm going to move this guy here and to there, taking that Space Marine out. And that's going to be all their actions for that round. We're going to draw a card for the Space Marines. They draw 5 actions. I'm sorry, just real quick, I don't know how I missed this big fella, but I got to pull a card for him. And he's actually red. So he's got to come out of the fight. How the heck I missed that big figure, I don't know. But we're going to go back in, take off from there. The Space Marines have 5 actions. Okay, the first action is going to be this Space Marine here. I think he's just going to shoot at this gentleman right there. 2 shots, a 7 and an 8. Their defense is a 6. This guy goes down. And I'm actually going to move this Space Marine up from here to there, right in front of the camera there. He's going to take a shot at the Necron that's right in front of him. A 6 and a 2. The Necron draws an 8. So he's fine. That's 2 of the actions, and that's all we got so far. So let's draw a card for the Necrons. They draw 1 action. And I think what I'm going to have happen here is this guy's just going to jump right up and over to this pile. And they're going to go straight into melee. Necron draws 2 cards, 5 and a queen. The Space Marine draws a 10. So he's done. He's out of the fight. Not looking too good for the Space Marines here. And now we're going to draw a card for the Space Marines. It's a Joker. So we just pulled another Joker. The Space Marines have 4 or 5 figures out. They got to beat a 5 or higher. They draw 4. And just like that, going into round 4, the Space Marines have decided that they've had enough of this battle in this wicked, war-torn city. They're going to retreat and regroup, withdraw from the battlefield, go get some more of the Emperor's soldiers, and come on back and try to retake this city. Anyway, I hope you liked this idea in this video. I just thought I'd try to do something a little different with my figures, just my Warhammer figures that are just sitting on the shelf behind me, that are sitting there collecting dust. That's what makes this 1 hour skirmish war game rules awesome, in my opinion. They adapt to anything. You can use them for anything. A couple little house rules or whatever you want in your imagination. You can actually make a game work. I had a great time. It didn't take me an 8-hour day to play a game of Warhammer. Just within like a 20-minute time frame or so, I got an awesome game in. I had a great time, and I was able to share it with you all at the same time. Hit that like button. Please subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the Warhammer thing. If you'd like to see more Warhammer and other videos like this, it would be greatly appreciated. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free. I promise you won't get a bill in the mail. And thanks for watching Too Many Hobbies, and I'll see you guys next time.